Hospitals, hotels, and rental homes are supposed to be safe places, places where you can relax and sleep peacefully. But what if someone else was already there, hidden inside the walls? This is the terrifying story of a couple who rented an apartment for a quiet weekend and discovered they were never alone. Daniel and Mia booked the apartment online. The photos looked perfect. A modern kitchen, a cozy bedroom, a quiet neighborhood. It seemed like the perfect weekend getaway. When they arrived, the apartment looked exactly like the photos. Clean, quiet, completely normal. Or so they thought. That night, around 1:30 in the morning, Daniel woke up suddenly. He heard a strange noise, a faint scratching sound. At first he thought it was coming from outside, but then he realized something unsettling. The sound was coming from inside the wall behind their bed. The noise didn't sound like pipes, and it didn't sound like the building settling. It sounded like footsteps, slow footsteps, moving carefully, as if someone was trying not to be heard. Daniel listened closely, and then suddenly, the sound stopped. The next morning, they tried to laugh it off. Maybe it was rats in the walls. Old buildings sometimes had that problem. Mia joked that the apartment might be haunted. Daniel laughed, but deep down, something felt wrong. Later that evening, strange things started happening. The bathroom light turned on by itself. A kitchen cabinet was slightly open. A glass on the counter had moved. Mia thought Daniel had moved it. Daniel thought Mia had, but neither of them had touched it. Then Daniel noticed something strange inside the bedroom closet. The back wall looked different. The paint color didn't match the rest of the apartment. Near the floor, there was a narrow gap in the wall, just wide enough to see darkness behind it. Daniel grabbed his phone flashlight. He slowly pointed the light toward the gap. At first, he saw nothing, just darkness. Then suddenly, something moved. Two small reflections appeared in the beam of the light. Eyes. Someone was staring back at him. Mia screamed. Daniel slammed the closet door shut. Both of them ran out of the room. Their hands were shaking as they called the police. Within minutes, officers arrived at the apartment. They searched the bedroom closet carefully. What they found was shocking. Behind the closet wall was a hidden crawl space, a narrow tunnel running through the walls of the building. Inside the crawl space, police found blankets, food wrappers, empty water bottles, and a backpack filled with stolen belongings. Someone had been living there. Officers searched deeper inside the crawl space. Eventually, they found him, a thin man hiding behind insulation. He had been secretly living inside the walls, watching the guests, listening to their conversations, waiting until they slept. Police later discovered the man had been doing this for weeks. He entered the apartment through a hidden hatch in the utility room. At night, he would crawl through the walls. Sometimes he even came out quietly, taking food from the kitchen or using the bathroom, all while the guests were asleep. The man was arrested immediately. Investigators later learned he had secretly lived inside several rental homes before, moving from building to building, hiding in crawl spaces, attics, and walls. The story quickly spread online. Millions of people were shocked. But experts say cases like this, while rare, do happen, which raises a terrifying question. The next time you stay somewhere unfamiliar and you hear strange noises late at night, you might assume it's just the house settling. But sometimes the sound in the walls is something much worse. Someone might already be there, watching, listening, and waiting